السلام حبايبي قاعد نتفرجوا فينا كنا معاكم السيروس نرجعوا ليتس بلاي 428 شيبويا سكرامبل. باهي قصة ماش خايبة ولا باهية اما قصة مقحلة شوية المرة اللي فاتت. سو ليتس كونتينيو. سوري كان نتلعثم شوية بديت نترخى بديت ننعس. نعش بيني من الناس بكري وش بيناش بيخدي حك عشان ما حاجة قرصتني. A taller man with an angry gleam in his eyes has appeared at the top of the steps nearby. He must in his eye nearby. He must have turned up during the commotion. He radiates a distinct aura of menace. Yeah, That's me, Achi replied, and just, who are you? نسيت فازل ساعتها. For once it was someone he didn't recognize. Okay. The name is Yoji Kiryu. Used to roll with a gang from Ikebukuro نعرف نطقها بالكدا خاطر كنت تحبوا ننصحكم على انمي تحفون تتفرجوا فيه. Actually pretty fucking good anime. تفرجوا في دورارارا تنطق بالجابوني دورارارا. لي زيفينمون اللي يصيروا في الانمي كلهم يصيروا في Ikebukuro. So yeah, استنست بها الفصل until a few months ago. It's a fucking great anime بالحق لازم تفرجوا فيه. إذا كنت تحبوا تفرجوا في انمي تحفون mystery, drama, action, but mainly thriller, mainly mystery thriller. known في شوية تونه فانتاستيك أما خليكم انتم تنتربريتيوه. known as the killer whale of Bokuro. He answered any and all resistance with his fists. His crazy antics led to him being kicked out of the gang. جملة. However, lately he's been hanging around Shibuya. Okay. I joined up with the SOS after you left. Now I'm Suzumu's number 2 guy. The newcomer stared at Achi's face, seizing him up. Our legendary founder, I've heard so much about you. Founder. It had been a long time since anyone had called him that. There had been a bunch of arguing over who would take charge of the new group that was forming to set things straight in Shibuya. At some point, folk had started hailing him as the force behind SOS. But Founder that was just something his buddies called him. He had never paid it much heed. Shibuya was a place for fun, not hierarchies. Hierarchies. At least in Achi's mind, that was how it ought to be. Burning hammer. Like how you busted up some mean old drug dealers, rescued your pals from Yakuza bandage. Here bandage is used strictly the sense of captivity. خاطر normalement bandage حكاية سكسوية شوية. Any other types of Yakuza bandage will not be featured in this game. Sorry if the tip link here got your hopes up. Yeah, bandage. You know what that is. You're a real hero. He's a human being. مرة عاد غير في غوص مرة أخرى. Kiryu's tongue flickered from his mouth like a snake's. Hitomi shuddered. As she couldn't blame her for being creeped out. But that's all in the past now, isn't it? Kiryu continued. You went modestly on your way. It's up to us now. And we've helped SOS grow by leaps and bounds to help carry on your legacy, no matter who stands in our way. He's not standing in your way, Umurkom! That thought didn't sit right with Achi. If aggressive expansion was the name of the gang was losing touch with its roots. It wasn't about keeping Shibuya safe and fun anymore. Make SOS bigger, huh? He said. I'm guessing that was Suzumu's call as well. Kiryu didn't answer his question. His mouth merely twisted into a knowing sneer. In any event, I think these boys here need a little lesson in manners. The guillotine ought to do the trick. Guillotine أكيد حط يديكوا راسك في فيها هذيك اللوحة يقصوا لك راسك طابت الحديد هذيك. A capital punishment device invented in 18th century France, condemned is executed by decapitation by means of a heavy blade that descends from above, named by physician Joseph Ignace نتصور الطاق. لقبه هو guillotine, who advocated its use to the National Assembly. Both King Louis XV مش غلط Marie Antoinette were executed by guillotine. The other gang members started in alarm. Whoa, hey, just calm down, man. Please, anything but the guillotine. فاز عندهم هذا اسمه guillotine. بخليه في الديفينيسيون نحكي. Kiryu pointedly ignored their pleas. Whoa, hey, what's the guillotine? Achi asked. Kiro smirked. The guillotine is, the guillotine. I wanna know though. With me, Worms, without a glance back. Kiryu strolled away. His two underlings followed him unhappily. Achi wondered what lay in store for them, but right now he had more important things to worry about. Come on, let's go. He took Hitomi by the hand and they were back on their way. Okay. Au moins. Copyright strike! Oh, Hitomi perked up. That's me. She reached into her pocket and took out her cell phone. She had a cell phone all this time! Huh? She stared at the screen with concentration. What is it? Achi asked. It's my boyfriend. It's an email from Mr. Tanaka. Who's Mr. Tanaka? He works with my father. I'm not sure what I should do. Achi remembered that the criminal had warned her against contacting her family or police. She seemed reluctant to even open this message. I'm sure it's vu. It's fine to just read it. يتبعث actually renvoi بتاع lecture في الإيميل. Just read an email, he said. And besides, he's not the police and he's not your family. Technically. Yeah, you're right. Sick guy was... Hold on, Hitomi scanned the message anxiously. It sounded like he's worried about me, she said. Well, then does he know about the kidnapping? Yeah, I know my father trusts him. And he's always been so... Hitomi cut herself short. Still, it was clear to Achi that she and this Tanaka person had some sort of close relationship. Huh. Oh my god, في اول ليتس بلاي مش مسلسل بالشين متاعنا ظهر لي الاكترس دونك تمثل بكده تو عندها emotions. I wonder if it's safe for me to let him know what the situation is. I think it should be. As she told her, no! I mean, the kidnappers aren't gonna know you sent an email, right? No, you don't do it. Hitomi began typing a response, but as she watched over her, wild speculations running through his mind. There was no way a mild-mannered young lady like her could be dating one of her father's co-workers. Was there? Holy shit! Okay. Unless she was all about finding herself a sugar daddy. Nah. He was being ridiculous as she banished the thought from his mind. Besides, Hitomi's personal life wasn't the problem right now. Yeah. The problem was that psycho with the cane and the gun. Is something wrong? Hitomi asked. She'd finished sending her mail. Oh no, nothing. Nothing at all. Achi did his best to look nonchalant. It was a good thing she couldn't read his mind. She probably did. Okay. Lava. Hotel شنية Bimp. The exit center guy resumed their approach towards the Genzaga by way of Mariumacho. There are many hotels in Mariumacho. Those are not ordinary establishments, but rather the sort of hotel where two people who are so inclined might... A couple heading to this kind of place in the early afternoon would without a doubt be assumed to be bent on... You might be having sex. You might be wondering whether an option for these two to get up to mischief will appear at selection prom. Well, don't get your hopes up. This isn't that kind of game. Goddamn. Another long detour to decrease their odds of running into the gunman. They made an unlikely pair. Scuffy Achi limbs lackadaisically swinging to hide his embarrassment and brisk, purposeful Hitomi. Achi found himself watching her out of the corner of his eye. He could still feel her anxiety. He wished there was some way he could ease her fears. Hey Hitomi, mind if I ask you something? Sure, go ahead. Okay, so I realize this might be a kind of a weird question, but put on a serious face. What does the echo in eco-friendly mean? Who is it? Yeah. Cool. Ecologically friendly, I guess. Huh? I know it's about helping the earth and all, but I don't know what it really means, you know. Hitomi thought for a moment. Pretty sure it's short for the English word ecology. Ecology. Oh man, the English subset of biology that deals with the reciprocal relationship between organisms and their environment. Nowadays, the term can also refer to cultural and social effects on the global environment. The latter usage can be broad and imprecise, making the exact meaning somewhat difficult to define. Which is the science of examining the relationship between men and nature. Oh, right, science. Pleased with himself, Achi chattered on excitedly. A faint smile crept back on Hitomi's face. Say, you ever hear about the clean river here in Shibuya? A clean river in Shibuya? Really? Ask 100 youngsters outside of Shibuya station the same question and you'd probably get the same answer 100 times. Yeah, the Shibuya River. You know, that draining channel we saw earlier. Wait, that's the clean river you're talking about? By no responsible definition was the Shibuya River that what anyone would call clean. That's the one. Achi grinned at her confusion. See, the river used to be clean a long time ago. I read about it in the old book called Science Strikes Back. God damn it. Popular monthly magazine, abbreviated SSB. The series has been running for 29 years. Scientifique Junior in Japan. But the Strike Back appendix is still immensely popular with children. The woman who handles the home deliveries is known as the SSB lady, and children wait excitedly on the 25th of each month for her to make her rounds. Damn! Oh my god, she can smile! I used to have that book, Hitomi chirped, her eyes wide with excitement. You're talking about that bit with the river that got turned into a song, right? The famous 1912 song Haru no Ogawa, the Spring Brook, with lyrics by Tatsuyuki. Tatsuyuki Takano and music by Teishi Okano. It is said that the song was inspired by the view of the upper course of the Shibuya River during the Takano's childhood. In the modern day, there is a stone monument bearing the song's lyrics. Wow, along the Odakyu line between Yoyogi Hachiman and Sangubachi. Yeah, that's the one. You read it too? I did. Achi felt a giddy rush at the expected connection they shared. Imagine if there was still a clean, beautiful river here in Shibuya. It'd be a perfect place for taking a romantic stroll. Hitomi looked up at Achi. She seemed to share his joy in this idea. Wouldn't it be amazing, Achi said, if that dirty little channel would be clean like it used to be? It would. Maybe as amazing as the look on Hitomi's face right now, Achi thought. Hitomi, tell me some more ecology stuff. Hit me with whatever you've got. She seemed happy to oblige, and so they walked along. Hitomi explained the bits of knowledge she'd picked up over the years. Achi was quite hanging on her every word. We continued. No. The return to Dogensaka became an impromptu environmentalism lecture. Hitomi continued until she is exhausted her ready knowledge. I just don't get it, Achi grumbled when she passed it at last. I mean, why is it a bad thing if the planet gets warmer? يحكيوا على global warming. Well, النيفو متاع الماء يزيد, thinning متاع الريحة thinning. The thinning is happening. كوش دوزون تجويد بس حاجات حسيلو. إذا شابون تاع الغاز ما ينموش يخرجوا بالكدا يتبدلوا بالكدا. Wouldn't that make winter in places like Hokkaido way easier? No, you see, because because the whole planet gets warmer, it caused the whole ecosystem to collapse. Yeah, exactly. Actually racked his brain. And the ecosystem is what again? العالم. Food chain, fauna, flora, كل. Is that like a solar system? Images of the cosmos filled his imagination. No, not really, Toby said. So it's more like a sound system then. Not really. Oh, but anyway, you're saying the problem is with the, what is it again? Carbon dioxide. Carbon, huh? Carbon dioxide, yeah, that stuff. I'm going to have to cut down on that. Yeah, you can't. You're breathing into the thin. Sure. That settles it, Achi declares proudly. No more soda for me. That's not how it works. Soda? Hitomi asked. Yeah, it's carbonated, right? It's not how it works. Hitomi bursts out laughing. What? I'm serious, you don't think I can do it? Sorry, Hitomi said, catching her breath. It's just... Her face froze, her mirth abruptly vanishing. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Achi stared at her face in alarm. What is it? God damn it! How the fuck did he do that? He turned his attention to the direction Hitomi was looking. The man with the cane was bearing down on them. Oh, come on! You got to be kidding me! He grabbed Hitomi's hand and ran. He can shoot them, غادرة. Damn, this time he headed for the main road, hoping to get lost in the crowd. Hitomi struggled to keep up. She was exhausted after all their earlier running. عندها حق. You can do it, he told her. The guy's got a cane. You can outrun him. The assassin was still hurrying after them. Once we got around the next corner, we'll be out on the main road. Yeah, okay. She strained to get the words out. Bit by bit, her feet were slowing down. It was another 50 meters or so to the main road. Achi realized that they might get caught before they got there. Sorry, Hitomi, but I gotta do this. As رقم يجي. He scooped her up in his arms. Yeah. Shit! Run! By the time the squeak had escaped her mouth. Eep! Achi was already running full out. Achi, please put me down. I was thinking, don't worry, you're super light. As she glanced back and saw the assassin now far behind, break off his pursuit. But just as they rounded the corner, he heard the man call out to him. Achi almost stopped on reflex. Hold on, did he just shout my name? And everything actually something wait, what? How the heck does he know my name? Quaking with unease as she slipped into the crowd. What? شو انت كده ساي؟ استنى شوي. بخي خلنا نفصل اللي قلنا النتورك. يلا فيهم بلي كاميرا وكل. Achi, could you please sit me down now? A meek voice pulled him from his panic. ها؟ قاعد في الشارع عبد تخسر. He looked there at scary thoughts. Pulling the crowd all around were watching and chuckling. And nobody actually is watching. واحد بركة ظهري قاعد يخزروا وشو. I mean, I'm really happy you saved me and all. But being carried around like this is Hitomi was blushing beet red. But Achi's expression has gone pale. ذكر was listen. The fuck? Achi, wait. Had really heard that right? That's what it had sounded like. He set Hitomi back on her feet, then used his shirt sleeve to wipe the sweat from his face. Huh. You okay? Hitomi asked. When we were running just now, did that guy say anything? Not that I heard, no? Huh. Had he just imagined it then? هو أسألها تو. Maybe. Achi was sure he didn't recognize the man. There's something weird about that guy, though, Hitomi murmured. She furrowed her brow. No matter where we run, he keeps catching up on us. It's almost like he knows where we're going. Camera wait, I guess. She was right. Finding a particular pair of people in a place as big as Shibuya bordered on the impossible. C'est vrai, je suppose, and yet somehow the assassin had tracked them down several times now. Yeah, Achi said. It's like he's got some way of locating us or something. He's got a sudden idea. That's it. What if they're doing the whole tracking thing, but like backwards? What? Hitomi's eyes widened. Okay, so you know how in police shows you always stick a tracking device in the bag with the ransom money like that, but backwards. With you. Okay, so backwards isn't the right way. Doesn't realize that. He does seem to know what a tracking device is, at least a radio transmitter that can be located by a signal it emits. Japanese police sometimes refer to this as a beeper. Not to be confused with the English slang term beeper meaning a pager. A beeper بالانجلي هو هذا بالفرنسي يعني beeper. الماكينة قبل نعرفش كانوا زي يستعملوهم ولا لا، عندهم تليفونات ماكينة يستعملوها دي الأغلبية لايك العباد اللي عندهم برشا خدمة جونغ هاكتيك، خدمة تاعهم هاكتيك جونغ ممكن بوليسية طب افوكا حاجات كيما هكاكا وبتاع جماعة مثلا الكوميرس الايكونومي وشي هذاك الكل تو لايك ريمايندر نتاع وقت والا اون بيرسون بيك تاع كلي توي تعمل كذا كذا ولا روم معين اذا كان في سبيطار اتسيتيرا سو يا ذاتس بيسيكلي كل اكروش صغيره قد فيها ايكران سي دي صغير قبل دوما نحكيكم قبل لايك early 2000 كميش غلط ممكن حتى قبل لا مو قبل سي سيور backwards yeah like instead of putting the tracker on the money they put it on you. Hitomi frowned. I don't see how I could possibly have a tracker on me, she said. I mean, I'm just wearing my clothes from home. Oh, well, then how is he doing it then? البتيت التليفون ولا ماشي? Barely a moment passed from the moment he got the words out of his mouth. Oh my god. Once again, the man with the cane stepped out on the road ahead of them. Also, الموسيقى مرة أخرى. It really did seem as if he'd known exactly where they were going to be. How the hell is this happening? Achi groaned. He reached for Hitomi's waist, ready to pick her up again. It's okay, I can run by myself. Achi took her by the hand instead and they raced into another alley. God damn it! This guy just will not give up. At the far end of the alley, he could see a forklift parked beside a pile of cardboard boxes. Achi decided to throw the boxes at their pursuer, hop into the forklift and drive it at the assassin. Bad one, but I'm gonna do this. En tout cas, فماش حاجة تبروتيجي تو. This ends now. As she leapt into the forklift and hit the ignition, the engine roared to life. Burning! No! Oh no! Oh no! Burning hammer! Oh no! He lowered the forks and stepped on the accelerator, picking up the pallets of cardboard boxes as he charged towards the man with the cane. Oh no! Oh no! تمام شي ولا شكوش يراها اطلع لأمك. The tower of boxes struck the man with a thud as he kept accelerating, driving him back a good 10 meters or so. Yeah! Oh no! The gunman let out a low grunt at the impact. Achi then hit the brake, shifted back into a reverse, and hit the gas again, backing up as fast as he could. What the fuck? The boxes crashed down in a heap, burying the assassin underneath. حتى كان عنده سلاح آخر. أنتوا كنتوا توريوا عندكم سلاح تو. Several small bottles spilled from the broken card box and shattered on the pavement. Oh! Hey, what the hell are you doing? Middle-aged man in a sanitation uniform. had come running at the sound of the forklift. Sorry man, gotta run, Achi exclaimed as he jumped from the vehicle. And don't forget to recycle that glass. He took Hitomi's hand and sprinted away down the alleyway. That's not gonna work either. The sanitation worker glowered after him and turned and gazed despondently at the jumbled pile of boxes and broken glass. It's not gonna work either. جملة زد. Their ragged breathing echoed through the maze of side streets. All that work just to wind up fleeing for their lives again. Achi ground his teeth in frustration. There are two main types of teeth grinding. Subconscious act of grinding one's teeth together while asleep, which يقول عليها والله. Getting one's teeth together as a response to anger or frustration. Here we have the example too. Kaba transition from roughly the same time, Minurikawa is grinding his teeth while trying to keep to his schedule. Well, god damn! Can I push the switch? Jump. Hitomi has groaned when they slowed down to catch their breath at last. I'm so sorry. Hitomi was nonplussed. Sorry for what? Whatever for? I keep saying how I'm going to help you, but instead I just keep putting you in danger. Actually, no. If you hadn't been with me, I'm sure I'd already be No, Achi hurried to cut her off before she could finish. Don't go there, please. He sighed, then spoke again more quietly. I just want to help you. Clenching a fist, he looked at the sky. A tiny sliver of blue was visible through the narrow gap between the buildings. Hitomi hung her head. Honestly, I can hardly believe how much you've done for me. I do appreciate it, but still. The lengths you've gone to. distance in your hand. Achi looked at her at his feet, then drew himself up. Well, I admit it's not just because of some gut instinct or your love for the environment, he said. There's another reason I'm doing this. There is? Achi paused, searching for the right words. Waktu! Got a little sister, her name is Suzune. Ah, Fabirish. She's cute and smart, kind of exact opposite of me, you know? His voice took an uncharacteristic solemnity. But she's got a weak heart, so she's in the hospital. Huh, I didn't know that. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But what does that have to do with wanting to help me? Back when Suzune was first admitted, I'd go and visit her every day. But she... Oh shit, she died? Actually, you don't need to come visit me every day, you know. The quiet hospital room made Suzune's voice sound all the more frail. What are you talking about? Achi said. You know I'm worried about you. Oh, she's not that young. I'll be fine on my own, really. Achi had heard that line before. The more she insisted she was fine, though, the more reluctant he was to leave her. Besides, aren't you the amazing guy who held Shibuya together? They need you out there. I actually didn't know how to respond to that. Much as it was flattering to think he played some important role, he was really just hanging out and goofing off with his pals. It certainly wasn't anything for his sister to be proud of. I'd rather you spend your energy helping people who need it more than me. You got it there. You got the raison, c'est bon. What do you mean, people who need the more help? Who could possibly need more help than you right now? More help right now than you. Wow, dyslexia متاعي. Wow, كلام الجملة كيف تبدل. Achi scratched his head in confusion. He hurt himself in his confusion, and his sister gave him a weak, tiny smile. You figure it out, she said. I'm sure they'll find you soon enough, but I'm gonna be here with you. I'll be fine. Suzune's face was pale, but her tone was firm. My big brother is gonna be out there doing his best to help people. That's what makes me happy. That's what keeps me going. Her voice was clear and unwavering, as if to head off his rebuttal. Alright, as she said with a reluctant sigh. So then I guess I just go out there and help people who are in trouble? Satisfied, Suzune smiled. Thank you. And can you promise me one more thing? Of course, anything you like. He thumped himself on the chest. If you're going to help someone, make sure you see it all the way through to the end, okay? Okay. Okay. Not calling it quits partway through, yeah? You got it. I just sorry, you know what? I just worry, Suzune said. I know you have a tendency to lose interest in things. Look, don't sweat it. I swear I won't give up on this. Pinky promise. I just stuck out his pinky finger. But I want you to promise me something in return. Promise me you won't let this thing beat you. Halba, it's not. He needs to beat. Suzune, oh, I'm sorry. He hooked her little finger around her brother's, and that's how she died. Her sad smile fragile as glass. Aww. She's not dead, is she? And so there you have it, as she said. Kind of a rubbish story, I know, not very funny. So her sister's heart condition, it's pretty bad? As she nodded. Nah, let me just high. I know, she's called me amazing. You know, she's called me amazing. There's nothing amazing about me. Suzune, she's amazing one. She's been in the hospital so long, in so much pain, but she never complains. All I do is hang out and goof off with my friends. He gave a shrug. I guess that's higher, but I just keep thinking about how happy she'd be if I really did help people. Logic, it had turned out that finding people in need hadn't been all that simple. The only helpful thing Achi had been able to think of was going around picking up trash. That's why Suzune's idiot brother left SOS to be Knew it! Shibuya's garbage man. Did your friends know? What the fuck, Shibuya? Did your friends know, Hitami asked, about your sister? I didn't tell them. No, that was a mistake. I didn't want to pin this all on her being sick. I see. But it's the reason, so. Yes, now Hitami understood what the fuck was wrong with folks had been about. Voice acting, gelijk. Schalk. Talent. Natural. The sounds of approaching footsteps dragged them back into the present. God fucking damn it! C'est bon, the man with the cane appeared at the end of the alley. He raised his gun. There was no time to flee. Achi quickly stepped in front of Hitomi. If you shoot us here, people are going to come running, he said. I'm guessing you don't want to get pegged for murder. The assassin didn't flinch. Stay out of my way, Achi. The fuck are you? This time there was no doubt. The gunman had spoken Achi's name loud and clear. What the fuck? How do you know why? والله خمت في كل شيء أنت قلت طبيب أخته. The man stared at him through the size of his gun. She has to die, Achi. It's for your own good. What? What does he mean? Hitomi whispered. Achi, what is he talking about? Achi's mind was a whirl. Things were coming at him too fast for him to process. For anyone, I don't know this guy. Hitomi, please, you have to believe me. But Hitomi took a doubtful step away from Achi. Aywa? The assassin didn't miss his opening. Quickly aimed at her. Aywa? Cut the crap, man. What do you mean killing her is for my own good? انطق. Once she's dead, you'll understand. God damn it, ما عادش تعمل لنا ذيك ما نحبش نحطها. The gunman's finger tightened on the trigger. Don't pull. Don't pull. Oh my god, خدنا ماضي ساعة. ليه عاد؟ شكون الاخر هذا مين يعرف هادشي صح؟ لايك تو احنا عارفين بريسك كل شيء على هادشي، او اصلا قال ما يعرفوش. I guess. مش امنيزيك البرسوناج ولا؟ Weird. خدنا ماضي ساعة عند هادشي. اها اعطيني تايم لاين. خطنا ماضي ساعة عند هادشي كمان هادشي تو. حلقي. عنا التايم لاين تاع هادشي كلها تو. وعنا بليزيور جامبس نجمو نعملوها. بليزيور جامبس. ما خدتش على فاست القهوة. فاست القهوة ما خدتش عليها. خلينا نجرب الجامب ذي متاع وين تزني عن تما. اوكي تزني غادي ها فاست الفرزيت. So I couldn't have. I could have done the jump. Keep out. اوكي دونك هذه الجامب الأولانية متاع فرزيتا. لا هذه الجامب الثانية متاع مينوري تاع الفاذر. هكا جوش نعمل جامبس توا. دونك تو يلزمني نبدا ب ويت لعبت بأسوا انا في What the fuck? Yeah, I did. بس تصاور وكل. ومينوري خلطنا المينوري. ما لعبناش بالأسوا مينوري ذوكم تاع ماضي ساعة شبينيان. Back to title screen. Okay. تعرفوا نزل نيو جيم. طيب فما 3 سوفغارد معك ولا عملنا 10 باند اندينجز في 10 حلقات ما اليوم 11. اوكي بلا مينوريكاوا the hero we deserve. We need Pito. Minurikawa stood on the sidewalk, weighing his options. Chiaki's phone call had thrown him for a loop. I can't do it. He had expected her to be anxious about doing interviews, but wow, she was a real basket case. Still, that didn't change the fact that he had a schedule for his own to keep. Surveillance camera story had to be his top priority. Chiaki would have just to find some way to fumble through things at her end. He headed on down Dogenzaka, scanning his surroundings as he went. There were cameras set up on street lights all over the place. Yeah, exactement. There's so many. I never noticed them before. That's the point. One over there, another just over here. Electronic eye peering down on passerby from high above, where they were tougher to spot. Just how were the people who came to Shibuya reacting to the situation? Hey, you there! Minurikawa called out a man riding on his bicycle, on a bicycle. Hey, you, stop! مزهر برشا الرجل ذا. Taisei Yusuda, priority كذا كذا نا مروح مسكين. Huh? What's the matter? He asked. Hi, the name is Minoru Minurikawa. I'm a freelance writer. Okay? I'm just doing interviews for a magazine, and I'd like to talk to you. A magazine? Which one? 4-Star General Gossip. Minurikawa did his best to sound proud. Oh, well, I'm actually in a bit of a hurry here. Minurikawa soldiered on. See that? He pointed at the one of nearby surveillance cameras. What? The man asked. The blimp? The blimp here. So it's not a zeppelin. It kinda is. Everyone's the... شنو هي الغنية تاع البليمب هي لحظة صح؟ fucking وقته خطر توا ها؟ وقته خطر توا. Everybody needs to get a blimp cause blimps are pretty pimp. You can feel them. Everybody needs to get a blimp cause blimps are pretty pimp. You can fill them up with them but that won't get you anywhere. Advertise upon the site. وقته خطر توا. وقته على الاخر توا معنا. وقته على الاخر. What? The man asked the blimp? A massive blimp برا عاد. الوقت كي توينش ياخذوه هما دوبل توا. A type of aircraft that floats using the lift provided by an enormous envelope filled with lighter than air gas. ذاك عاش الغنية قالك you can fill them up with air but that won't get you anywhere. This envelope the balloon is often used for corporate advertising. Advertised upon the side. Voilà. This particular blimp has been pottered about the skies above Shibuya since last night. الغنية الكوبيلاتيتنا was indeed drifting slowly overhead. pour l'instant actually you know ابلودي 9 حلقات انا مش 10 كنت اسجل فيها. ابلودي 9 حلقات وما جايش كوبيات كليم على الغناء. صافا. A massive blimp was indeed flying. No, the camera. The camera watched them both in uncaring silence. Oh, that. What about it? What do you mean, what about it? Those cameras have been installed all throughout Shibuya. They're taking in anything and everything. Privacy is damned. A shocked pallor came to the man's face. Oh, really? He muttered uneasily to himself. I guess I should be careful next time I go picking stuff up. Hey, what are you talking about? Minurikawa asked. Shkadi piki. Oh, nothing. Just stuff. Wait to dodge the question entirely. Anyhow, I think there are some good things about the cameras, too, the man said hurriedly. Oh, Minurikawa asked, such as? Well, I mean, they must have helped catch some crooks, right? Yeah, I think you're right about that. Oh, I am? The man looked shocked but to have his own statement confirmed. Are you hiding something from me? Huh? No, nothing in particular. Nothing. The man shook his head vehemently. Vehemently? What is this word? Vehemently. What the fuck is this word? The fuck? احنا نعرف شنو هي الكلمة عجبتني. الطريقة تك نعرفش. Vehement. Peut-être français. Peut-être les français. Qui brûle de désir. What the fuck? The fuck is happening? Anyway, je t'ai dit quelqu'un en tout cas, ma. Well, whatever, Minurikawa said. In any case, even if the cameras are helping in interesting criminals, there are some places where people just don't want to be watched. What? For instance, how would you like it if someone set up a security camera inside your home? That's not how it works, yeah. What do you mean? I mean, a burglar might try to get into your home. If you had a security camera, you could be alerted right away. Isn't that kind of an extreme argument? Nope. You're the one making the extreme argument here. Dude, مش Phoenix right هنا. What? The man stared, bewildered. You're saying it's okay for folks to film people around town as much as they might like, but not to take a look inside people's houses? Yeah? Yeah, I guess I am, the man mumbled. Minurikawa snorted. You don't think too deeply about things, do you? He mocked. It's not how it works. The man huffed in indignation. I don't see the problem, he said. I mean, it's a normal enough opinion to want to bring down crime but also protect privacy? Well, yeah, so if they're just going to set up cameras around town, I'm okay with that. Minurikawa grinned inwardly. You're being naive, he said. Way too naive. Naive about what? By now, the man was getting worked up. Once you start letting people watch you some of the time, you'll eventually let them do it more and more. That's how the world works. A simple change in camera angle is all it takes to steal the last trace of your privacy away. That's kind of funny coming from you. Doesn't 4-star General Gossip got a scuttlebutt by invading the privacy of others? Since when are you people concerned with personal privacy? Meaning what exactly? Minurikawa asked. You know damn well what I mean. Have you no shame? Got nothing to be ashamed about, Minurikawa exclaimed. If some celebrity scandals break, I write it up in the form of a top-class socially conscious expose. Couscous expose. Top-class socially couscous. That's all the Minurikawa seal of quality. That's the Minurikawa. The man rolled his eyes. Please, as if anyone's ever heard of that. Stop pointing things, it's irritating. Your everyday freelance reporter would say something about how security firms have no right to use cameras to disrupt personal privacy, but not me. Oh no. I'm the only guy who would write a fast-class piece on the subject. And you wanna know why? The man's only response was a doubtful look. Because privacy only exists for me to utterly demolish it. Minurikawa finished with a prideful grin. There's nothing but journalistic arrogance, the man railed. Oh yeah? Yeah, I'd rather have surveillance cameras any day if this alternative is some weird gossip piece. This time, Minurikawa didn't have a handy retort. An awkward silence descended over the pair. Right, I see. Minurikawa muttered to himself as he buzzily scribbled on his notepad. The man was visibly taken aback. Thank you for your cooperation, Minurikawa said at last. You gave me some good stuff. He held up a hand to forestall any angry retort. I realize I probably got you a bit riled up. You'll have to forgive me. What? The man peered at Minurikawa in disbelief. It's just my interview style. Sorry, I know it's a little unorthodox. But you're a weirdo, you know that? The man said. Yeah, I hear that a lot. So can I go now? Sure. I caught you as a passerby A in my article. Sure, whatever, the man muttered. He quickly sped off on his bicycle. God damn it. Minurikawa now had some material for his... What material? What material? He wanted to organize what he'd managed to put together so far. What? He decided to head towards the next interview location, keeping an eye out for a cafe where he could stop to work on his copy. Oh my god, Latteria. He used the map included in the project proposal to guide him. It was hard to read the words and make out the details, but it looked like the Nokani building where the Burning Hammer demo was being held was just down in Center Guy. There was no indication of which floor the event would be held on, however. That made him a little anxious, but he'd probably be able to find someone to point him in the right direction once he got to the building. True. Kolabu Cafe. He spotted a cafe up ahead, open and close. Coffee, please, he shouted as he strode inside. He slumped down to an open chair. Hopefully he'd be able to hold up in here until 1 o'clock working on his article. If he couldn't have it done by then, finishing the whole issue by the end of the day would be a tall order. He pulled a cigarette from his overcoat as he waited for his computer to boot up. No dukhan here, please. Having a smoke was Minurikawa's little trigger for going into writing mode. The state of being in the mood to write some text. As Minurikawa goes about his job, he switched between writing mode, interview mode, food mode, and sleep mode. Rubu! When busy, he'll sometimes go into writing mode and food mode at the same time. I know that feel. Sometimes even straying into sleep mode in the midst of food mode. هذه عمرها ما صارت لي. I mean, when I قاعد نعمل حاجات okay, when I قاعد ناكل عمرها ما صارت لي. When he's even busier, he'll eat and write mid-interview while nodding off. This is known as ultimate mode. Ultra instinct. He stuck his cigarette in his mouth and lit it up. الدخان مدربس. With the first heavy draw of smoke, he felt his mind focus. تعرف I wonder وقتاش أول مرة باش نراو personal main character في فيديو جيمي فيبي مش يسموك. At what point معناها باش دخلت الفاس. It will happen at some point c'est sûr. But anyway أنا باش نقص لك الفيديو ديال هنا وقيت قص الفيديو ديال هنا نقول لكم très bientôt suite à let's play 428 Shibuya Scramble d'ici là portez-vous bien. ردك مع ريحكم. ciao. Je sais que très bientôt là. Ciao.